Truex had a good start to the night, got involved in a crash, worked his way all the way up to fourth, and then suffered a driveline failure.
Backstretch. A big crash involving Bobby Labonte and David Gilliland. And that'll bring out caution flag number 10. And that'll be the night for Gilliland.
Look at that. You got water coming out of the overflow up here by the windshield, fire coming out the tailpipes. If he could get that turned down a little bit.
Yeah, now all we need is driver out of car.
Yeah,
well, he fires it up. That takes care of it.
That's just raw fuel.
And
in the
he's going to drive it in on the rim. Let's watch this one.
Right back here, you'll see, bam. Man, that's a hard lick. Good thing to safer barriers there. That's the worst. I can't tell you what that feels like when you know that when that tire goes.
Andy Lally is, in the wall is the number 34 of David Gilliland. The Gander Mountain car has a hard hit, and that'll put us under caution for the second time this afternoon.
Certainly not a break for David Gilliland. That is one tore-up race car, but that's exactly what Brad Keselowski and Kurt Busch, because everyone will be on pit road now for 4 tires.
And a tough weekend for
Are you getting the coverage options you need and the discounts you deserve? For an agent or quote, call 800-MY-COVERAGE or visit Travelers.com.
I love this card. With the Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card,
we earn more cash back for the things we buy most.
That's 1% cash back everywhere, every time. 2% on groceries.
3% on gas, automatic. No hoops to jump through.
That's 1% cash back on Oscar.
Tony.
Oscar.
2% back on whatever she'll eat. 3% back on filling up this baby.
Now get 1, 2, 3% cash back.
It's that simple.
Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
We're talking 3% back on gas.
Is that raw chicken? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like 10 cars in it.
There's Tony Stewart.
Montoya, the 42.
There's so much carnage, I can't tell who all is in it.
Both the BK cars. There's Landon Castle.
There's
You
Scott
just saw
Speed
Travis
and
Quapple, Scott Speed, the 79.
Smokes car.
Tony Stewart, who did not have a great qualifying run, restarted toward the back. Montoya's in it.
Oh, they make contact right there, and that's a no-no. Jeff Hammond just standing over there in that very spot saying, you know, you got to really watch turn 2. It's treacherous. By golly, he was right.
Reagan gets by. Regan Smith spinning. Montoya down into the wall with Gilliland. And now watch this next group coming in. Here's where it starts. Remember, Jeff said these banks are self-cleaning. Everything slides to the bottom. But somebody turned Michael McDowell, and there's another pile of cars in it.
We talked about it before the race. Things just happen so fast here at this 1 mile racetrack.
You're coming out of that corner. They're going to have to do something to get by all those Toyotas, though.
Yeah, those 6 Toyota drivers, remember, they were some of the
trouble.
first.
Turn 1, guys.
One car down, spinning. Trevor Bayne up to the wall, collects another. That is Carl Edwards. The 5th wreck that Edwards has been involved in this spring. The 34 of David Reagan involved, and that's the 35 of Riverside, California's Josh Wise. We're under caution for the 4th time today.
Something happened to a car going into turn 1, as if it just, I don't know who it was. You'll have to take a look at it, but they lost it going into turn 1.
See Austin Dillon there in the 33, damage to the front end. Trevor Bayne, we mentioned him, the 21. Terry Labonte in the 32 car as well.
Josh Wise all torn up, and his teammate at Front Row Motorsports, David Reagan and David Gilliland.
We're asking a lot to run over 5 miles without another caution, though.
I think Jimmy Johnson right now, he's got 2 wins. He's got a huge point lead. I think he'll do whatever he has to do to win this race.
Regan Smith drops to the inside. Big gap there. He's in 3rd on the low side behind Kenseth and Johnson.
And I heard them go into the first turn. I'm not really sure I saw them go into the first turn, but I heard them.
Josh Wise, a lot of sparks from his car up top. He falls off pace.
Now, Carl Edwards in the 99 fell back a little bit, but getting a heck of a push from Eric Almirola in that 43. Now Edwards dives to the inside.
And Kenseth is able to drop in behind the Edwards. Now we'll see what happens.
Here they come to the white flag. 1 lap to go.
And it's a race from here on, no matter what happens.
Johnson looked high. Kenseth to draft with Edwards. Johnson to the bottom. Almirola to the top.
Man, Matt got shuffled out again.
Jimmy Johnson with Carl Edwards, but Kenseth up the middle, coming back. Help from David Reagan. Up to the bumper of Carl Edwards. Reagan in the middle. His teammate Gilliland is the pusher. They're right on the bumper of Edwards. Is there anywhere to go? Reagan to the bottom. Gilliland with him. David Reagan, July winner at Daytona a couple of years ago. Gilliland with him. Edwards up top. Michael Waltrip to help. And here they come off turn 4.
Push, boys, push. Push hard.
Edwards high. Reagan comes up. Carl on the spot.
Gilliland got it. He's got it.
Front row racing is on the victory lane at Talladega. Reagan first. Gilliland second. How about that?
Oh, yeah, baby, yeah.
What an unbelievable run there.
Not a first-time winner, but a first-time Talladega winner. Look at those teammates.
No, but this team.
Bob Jenkins, the car owner, is...
They need to watch this race today. Goodness gracious. Can't believe we...
That's a great run.
Second-generation racer from Georgia. His dad, Ken Reagan, a longtime independent driver on the Sprint Cup circuit.
And one of the nicest young men you'll ever meet in your life.
Oh, turn 2. Ryan Newman tried, and he finally dumped David Gilliland. Newman had hit him about 3 times before, and that was the charm out of turn 2.
But look who paid as big a price as Ryan Newman in the 39.
It's trouble in turn 2. David Gilliland has hit the wall.
A little squirrely with him, gets a little loose, and here we go.
And it's on.
Boy, when he comes down the hill and hits
There's
that 51, and that turned him right into Gilliland when he did that.
And watch that red car shoot across the track right into the path of David Gilliland.
And I guarantee you Gilliland was on it trying to get through it without getting in it, and he didn't quite make it, and that is unbelievable crash. Just gets out wide here, and once you get off the track, you're done. And wow, what an incredible, I mean, that's a sudden stop, and look how he knocked all those tires loose. That's huge.
And we've talked about turn 11 being the slowest corner at 30 miles per hour. That's one of the fastest parts of the racetrack.
Yeah, I got to think something happened to that car.
David Gilliland told his crew that coming into turn 10, the left front tire let go.